Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Monday, the start of a new week, 2 weeks before Christmas, not even 2 weeks before Christmas. This time in 2 weeks, it will be Boxing Day, I think. Or, yeah, I think it's Boxing Day. I can't remember. Let me have a look at my calendar quick. Yes, it will be Boxing Day. Hooray! I got it right. Oh my goodness me. Anyway, how are you all doing? I was not sure I was going to get to do a video with you today. It's been a crazy day. We will talk about that after. So today's bag is a beautiful, simple, top handle, 1980s leather bag. This bag, I don't think it's ever been used. It is in pristine condition with one little issue. See how there's a bit of a buckle? So most of the rolled handles that I deal with have a cotton roll inside. This does not feel like cotton. It feels like it's probably a plastic and it has snapped right here. Is it going to make or break? I don't think so. That's the side that hasn't got a snap in it. This is. You can decide for yourself what you think. But this bag is really quite perfect. It has a leather lining or a velvet lining, and that is very kind of 60s, 50s, 60s, but I'm still saying this is an 80s bag. I don't know why. Again, I can't date these bags with absolute accuracy. I don't have a bill of sale. I don't have anything to say that. Obviously, there's no foam pouches, so it predates, kind of 1995-ish. With no foam pouch, but this is definitely a 1980s. So it's got three main compartments, one here with a zipper, which I didn't actually realize that one has a zipper too, and one here with a zipper. So the brand is LaBelle out of Montreal, Quebec. And as I said, I don't think this bag has ever been used. The interior is in as new condition. What I like about it is that it has a zipper across the top, which I know you ladies like your security. There we go. And it does have a little snap here to tuck the end of it away so that it's tidy. These vintage bags, ladies, these vintage bags, that's the kind of detail that you really don't get so much anymore. Love the brass tone hardware. Very much back in vogue right now. The gold tone, brass, whatever you want to call it. Got three individual kind of partitions on the exterior as well as the interior. So you're going to get quite a bit in this bag if you so choose to stuff it. I don't know that I would stuff it terribly, but with filling it out, it is going to sit really nicely. So you're not going to have a bag that kind of flops in on itself. It could, at a push, it could go shoulder. I mean, I'm a little bit of a curvy lady, not as much as I used to be, but I am a little bit of a curvy girl. So it does fit on my shoulder just. So if you are a little bit more petite, it will fit on your shoulder, probably a little easier, but definitely more of a top handle bag. Beautiful size, great size. Another reason why I think it's 80s as opposed to 60s, because the bags were quite petite back then, and this is really actually a nice size. So there we go. That is today's bag. So how was your weekend, gang? My weekend was kind of crazy. Friday night, my car broke down in the driveway, thank goodness. I had my visit with my clients, and I was getting ready to head up to, I'm cold, I just got home. I just got home from my clients. I did my bits and pieces for the afternoon, spoke with you guys, got the car all packed up because I had a show on Saturday, got in it, turned the key, nothing. And I thought, okay, maybe I don't have it in park, maybe, whatever. Everything was lining up, the radio was on, everything. So it's not the battery. So we figure it's maybe the starter. So poor Pius tried to have a little look at it yesterday and just couldn't get access to the starter to kind of manually trigger it or whatever you do. So off it went today. CAA tow truck showed up and off it went. So hopefully it will be ready for Friday because I have another visit with my clients. I do have a show tomorrow, but weather permitting, Leather Bag Lady weather report, it snowed quite a bit over the weekend. And there is still a little bit of snow laying, but not on the roads. So I was able to drive my little car today and I got to my show. So the blue car was parked in front of the white car, my little car, in the driveway. And how Pius got that little car out in between the blue car and the house in front. There was literally this much space on either side. But my goodness me, was I grateful. Not that I made much money on Saturday. I didn't. I really do not think going to shows with tons of vendors at this stage of COVID recovery is really in my best interest. I mean, I made a little bit of money, so I guess my attitude should be any dollar that I leave with is more than I arrived with. And it usually is my mantra. But, my time is would have been maybe spent better doing other things. But I saw my friend Deb, who really, that's the only reason I was going. Haven't seen her in a couple of years. Because of COVID, she is a fellow vendor. She sells wooden roses. They're birch chip roses. They're beautiful. I am going to be getting a couple of dozen of those made for my wedding bouquet when that time comes around. And that way I can keep them forever. Yeah, dust collectors. I know. But they're so pretty. And I really do like roses. Roses are my favorite. And white roses in particular. So, just watching neighbors walking up the street. Net curtain Nelly. That's what that's called in the UK. You sit in the window and watch everything that's going on. So there you go. So it was a busy weekend. Like I said, we were at Pius's daughter's Saturday night for a lovely dinner. Pius's son-in-law is quite the cook. And he made rotisserie chicken and we just had salad and some vegetables. But oh my goodness me, it was so yummy. And I had a real issue with my pins and needles this weekend. On the way home from Tilsonburg, like I had that, what's it called? Restless leg syndrome or whatever. I've never had that before. Never had a problem with it before. But my legs, I just couldn't keep them still. So I don't know. Even last night, I couldn't sit. Pius was doing puzzle and I was sitting doing some work. And I just couldn't sit anymore. I had to get up. And so I don't know. We helped my mom and dad move some stuff from the DIY store, Lowe's, to their new house. So Pius got to see their new place in St. Catharines. And it was just like a busy weekend doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it just kind of flew by. So we had it's always nice being in each other's company. I know, but we had such a shit week last week that we really needed to reconnect a little bit because we had a struggle last week. We really did. And these things are going to happen. They are. And that's just the reality of life. I know we are not 25 years old and we are certainly not new to new relationships, but we got to get through them. You got to get through them. It can't be all, bubble gum and candy apples every day. So it's just, life is settling in, like I said before. So that's just it. I have a show tomorrow in Brantford, which will be really cool because the lady that I actually ended up talking to on the phone to book the show knows Pius. So, They grew up in the same town, New Waterford and Cape Breton. And yeah, it was really kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to meeting her tomorrow in Brantford. And that is about it for today. So a little later in the day, it's about 10 to 4 right now. So I spent a couple hours with my mom this afternoon. She had a little project she wanted me to help her with. So we did that. She actually had enough. She said, you know what? I've had enough. Get out. She was just joking, of course. But the traffic, back in the day, 4:30, 4:45, you would expect the traffic to start getting stupid. 2:30, 3 o'clock these days, the traffic is nuts. And I hate traffic. I have no patience for traffic. When I was dating, I would not date anybody farther away than Oakville. If you are from my neck of the woods, Oakville is where my parents live, and it's about 20 minutes away. But from Oakville on, it's Mississauga. Won't do it. I said, I am not spending more time in traffic than I am with the person I'm going to see. So never even entertained dating anybody in Toronto. Now, the thing is, Mom and Dad are moving to St. Catharines, which is on its way to Niagara Falls. And more so in the summer, definitely. But the traffic is just as bad going that way. So it's a little shit. Oh, and quickly before I go, Peach Kings won 7-0 on Friday night. It was a really good game. Lots of fights towards the end and some doozies too. And then we went to Teddy's with my sister. I gave her her horse, her ceramic horse. She loved it. It was just something she wasn't expecting. So it was really cool. She had, what did she call it? A birthday extravaganza. And they were going dancing on the Saturday night. My sister never really does anything for her birthday. She spends it with her family, like her 2 boys and her husband. So when Pius's daughter invited us, I didn't even think. And they went dancing to the Legion in Grimsby, my old stomping ground. And I couldn't go. I was very bummed. I'm going to tell you, I was very bummed. But plans are plans. So we will have to have a similar birthday extravaganza for my birthday. They went to the Mandarin yesterday. She and my brother-in-law are staying overnight in Niagara-on-the-Lake tonight. I could handle a 4-day birthday experience, and I'm going to create one, I think. That's what she said to me. She said, do it yourself. That's the best way to get a birthday extravaganza. Anyway, everybody, hope you've had a great day. You're going to have a great rest of the day. And I hope to be able to speak to you tomorrow. Like I said, I do have a show, but hopefully I'll get up early enough that I can do the gym and still have time to talk to you. So have a great night, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.